All right, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grass Valley Podcast. Today, by the way, good morning. How are you? Good. I'm good. I'm awake. And I'm up and at 'em. And today I'm just going to send a bunch of shouts out to people and shouts out to Grass Valley. Shouts out to Grass Valley, California, where I'm born and raised, my home. Shouts out to all my people. Yeah. Shouts out to all my family and all my friends. Shouts out to all the people in Grass Valley. You know, starting with, by the way, Peter's Well and Drill just came to my house this morning. Shouts out to them. Love them. Shouts out to Vols Bros, Johnny, and Clint, and all them, Michelle, and all them in the office. Shouts out to Vols Bros, my brother Nate Taylor. Shouts out to the mayor of Grass Valley. Shouts out to Marianne from the Union newspaper. Shouts out to Project Heart. Oh, shouts out to Pizza Joint. You know I love my pizza, and that's where I go when I want to get some pizza. I hit up Nevada City for the Pizza Joint. Best pizza in Nevada County. And shouts out to all the other pizza places. I ain't hating. Shouts out to Maria. Shouts out to all my boys at Jada Windows. Shouts out to my bro Neil Daly. Hey, another shout out to pizza, because I love that shit. Shouts out to my birds in the background. Shouts out to A1 Stoves. Shouts out to 5 Mile House. Shouts out to my brother and Maggie and the kids. Shouts out to my dad. Shouts out to my mama. Shouts out to my aunts and uncles and all my cousins, all my friends, all my family. I love all of you so much. Shouts out to Jay Maple and Cozy with In-House Yields. Fern with 2HK. Ty Stick and Josh at Moving Forward. Shouts out to Roosevelt, Keg, Max, Sammy P. All my boys at Smartsville Podcast, Archie, Jesse, Clayton, Matt, Delano. Shouts out to First Degree, the DE, and Brother Lynch. My brother Gary Pate. Shouts out to all the ladies out there in Grass Valley. Shouts out to, shouts out to the 49ers. I ain't giving no other shouts out to none of y'all teams, just the 49ers. Shouts out to Family Fades, Jessica, Cam, making us look nice. Making us look nice and clean and fresh. Shouts out to Family Fades. My best friend, Zach Patton, Clint Patton. Shouts out to Zach, the hack. What's up, dog? All my homies and all my homegirls. Shouts out to Soup, dog. What's up, Corey Campbell? Love you, brother. I miss you. Shouts out to Shark. Shouts out to Grego, Preston, Raymond Duran, all the Scots, John Backus, Jason Mendoza, Galactic Vibes, Gavin, all my homies in NC, all my homies in North San Juan, all my homies in Penn Valley, Players Pizza, Butcher Joe, what up, Engine Joe? I love you. All the Native Americans. Shouts out to my neighbors, Nathaniel Redmond. Poor guy, he ain't feeling too well. Speaking of that, with me, I've been going through some ups and downs, and to the point where, I blocked a bunch of people, non-shout outs. And I've realized, I might have blocked them, but I didn't think about it, but they could still listen to my podcast. So you know what? They could still listen in and hear what's going on and whatever. But so anyhow, I got sick of some things, and I'm working on myself big time, and I had a little moment where I'm like, I might just stop doing this podcast altogether. But rest assured, if I do, and if I did do something like that, Nathaniel still can run it, and I would hand it over to my boy Max Hudek or Gary Pate, and those two boys would have to run this thing, and they'd run it just fine. Welcome to Grass Valley Podcast. they'd be the first people that I would hand it over to if anything happens. So, and then shouts out to Project Heart, all my brothers and sisters at Project Heart. And shouts out to Dave, all the ladies and gentlemen at Project Heart. Shouts out to probation, the sheriff's department, GVPD, the local fire departments, all the teachers and schools. Shouts out to Fred Metz. Shouts out to all the first responders, the nurses, the doctors, the therapists, everybody out there helping people. God bless you. Thank you. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to Union Hill School, all the schools, all the teachers that help our children learn and look out for them and teach them the right things. And shouts out to all our beautiful rivers and lakes and mountains and valleys and all the Mother Nature. And shouts out to all the animals, all the birds and all the critters out there. Shouts out to all the, food and water and God and the universe and Jesus Christ, the great Holy Spirit, all the folks locked down. Shouts out to all the folks trapped in a cell that are not free, some people make mistakes and some people don't deserve to be free. But shouts out to all the folks locked down that, sitting there just wishing they were free. Can't wait for that to be over. Shouts out to the Union newspaper. Marianne, thank you, dear. Shouts out to all our listeners. Shouts out to Nevada Union Miners, the football team, my son. Shouts out to all the people that have helped me, been there for me. Shouts out to Adrienne Conan. She's one of the best people ever. Shouts out to the Brackets, the Toronezes, the Chiltons, the Thompsons, the Doty family. Shouts out to Ireland and the McKenty brothers, Paul and Andrew and their family. All the Rileys. Shouts out to all my friends. Man, I have so many friends, and maybe some of them are just acquaintances that I don't talk too much anymore or whatever, but whenever we see each other, y'all give me a big hug because you love me and I love you. I got a lot of friends. Shouts out to my friends. How many of us have them? I'm talking about friends. Before we go any further, let me read something to you. This is today's. It's chapter 15 in the Proverbs in the Bible. And it says, a gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. The tongue of the wise makes knowledge appealing, but the mouth of a fool belches out foolishness. The Lord is watching everything, keeping his eye on both the evil and the good. Gentle words are a tree of life, but a deceitful tongue crushes the spirit. Only a fool despises a parent's discipline. Whoever learns from correction is wise. There is treasure in the house of the godly, but the earnings of the wicked bring trouble. The lips of the wise give good advice. The heart of a fool has none to give. The Lord detests the sacrifice of the wicked, but he delights in the prayers of the upright. The Lord detests the way of the wicked, but he loves those who pursue godliness. Whoever abandons the right path will be severely disciplined. Whoever hates correction will die. Even death and destruction hold no secrets from the Lord. How much more does he know the human heart? Mockers hate to be corrected, so they stay away from the wise. A glad heart makes a happy face. A broken heart crushes the spirit. A wise person is hungry for knowledge, while the fool feeds on trash. For the despondent, every day brings trouble. For the happy heart, life is continual feast. Better to have little with fear for the Lord than to have great treasure in inner turmoil. A bowl of vegetables with someone you love is better than steak with someone you hate. Ooh, that's a good one. A hot-tempered person starts fights. A cool-tempered person stops them. A lazy person's way is blocked with briars, but the path of the upright is an open highway. Sensible children bring joy to their father. Foolish children despise their mother. Foolishness brings joy to those with no sense. A sensible person stays on the right path. Plans go wrong for the lack of advice. Many advisors bring success. Everyone enjoys a fitting reply. It is wonderful to say the right thing at the right time. The path of life leads upward for the wise. They leave the grave behind. The Lord tears down the house of the proud, but he protects the property of widows. The Lord detests evil plans, but he delights in pure words. Greed brings grief to the whole family, but those who hate bribes will live. The heart of the godly thinks carefully before speaking. The mouth of the wicked overflows with evil words. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayers of the righteous. A cheerful look brings joy to the heart. Good news makes for good health. If you listen to constructive criticism, you will be at home among the wise. If you reject discipline, you only harm yourself. But if you listen to correction, you grow in understanding. Fear of the Lord teaches wisdom. Humility precedes honor. Oh, and let's see here. Shouts out to all my haters. Oh, shut the fuck up, man. Oh, and shouts out to Lacey Nelson. She's so awesome. She's such a good person. And you know what? I read something on her thing. Said something like, something about why would anybody like you or whatever. You follow 1,000 porn stars or whatever. And it made me think, and I went and looked on my thing. Man, I got a lot of chicks on there that I don't even know on my Facebook. It made me look on there, and I was like, holy shit. So I got to go do a thinning and just delete the shit. Hey, but I just add people because I'm trying to get to 1,000 people. I'm trying to catch up to you. Shit. You guys got way more friends than me. Whatever. I'm just joking. But shouts out to all the positive people. I pay attention. I watch all the people on their pages with all their like positive stuff. That's what I look at. So I'm always watching that, and I love all of you folks that are putting out positive things for people to see and latch on to, start their day with, whatever. Some of you really make me search deep, and it's irritating sometimes, but then I sit back and I thank them later and go, damn. Sometimes I feel like people are picking on me. Sometimes I feel like people are sending me subliminal messages. But really, whatever it is, just focusing in. Like, I've been doing that lately pretty bad. Like, just realizing things about me, just going, hey, you're straight tripping, bro. You got so much work to do on yourself. I wouldn't even focus on this, that, none of these things. Just focus on staying in recovery and staying on the right course and this and that. And man, I've got so much stressful things going on. I had a bad day the other day. I'm trying to have a better day today. So I know what I fill myself with, like watching positive things, reading positive things versus reading stupid, perverse, or just trashy things. Like, it's hard because we're surrounded by so much different shit, like everything. And so be careful what you watch or fill in your head with your spare time or with your time. Be careful what you do with your time. And shouts out to all the people out there that choose to do the right positive thing or help people with positive messages. I really appreciate that. Yeah, good game, coach. And shouts out to my mom. Shouts out to, dude, if I had a little Nerf gun, it'd be some shots out to these birds. Tell you what. And shouts out to, everybody that's just focused on positive things. The more of that, I think, the more life can get better. The more I focused on, like, cheery things, or like I'm taking my daughter to school and we're listening to like positive music, I'm in a good mood. And I noticed as soon as I left the school from dropping her off, I did not want to listen to her song anymore. And I put on some of my music, and I immediately noticed my little cheery, it was like her, she's a ball of little love. And I noticed that it's on me to carry on that ball of love myself. I've got to be that. I got to be careful about turning on some rap or turning on something and driving off, because that's how quick it could be. It could be to fill my head with some nonsense or something negative or something got me all worked up. And I did. I felt it. And I just turned the music off. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. We're surrounded by lots of good and bad things. So just be careful what you pick or what you choose to watch or listen to, or let your kids watch and listen to. And it's an everyday struggle, I still, and the other day, I put on some music to go along with my mood, and it didn't make it any better. But yeah, it's hard. Life is hard. That roller coaster I'm talking about, it's a up, down, up, down, up, down survival. And anyways, I wanted to do a more positive episode this morning. My guests are going to start piling in. They're starting to come back around. I just don't want to just quit, stop. And yeah, so anybody out there that wants to come be a part of the podcast and has some cool stories about Grass Valley, or any message, anything at all, doesn't matter. Just a cool conversation, organic conversations. It's also really healing to release things. If you got stuff on you want to get off your chest or get out of your mind, it's powerful releasing it out, knowing that you just released it out into the world. It's kind of like left your body and it's gone. And then you don't have to worry about that, because it was trapped in your head. Now you shared it with everyone else, or whatever. Pretty soon here, I got another guest coming tonight, and then I got a couple more guests. I got a lot of guests getting crammed all into the next 2 weeks. So, but anyways, yes. So shouts out to everybody out there, to all of you listeners, and I hope you're having a good day. If not, well then, we're just going to have to remedy that. And starting right now, we're going to focus on something positive. We're going to focus on something wholesome, something healthy, something positive. No matter what it is, just don't focus on the bad. Or whether there's something going on, focus on the solution. What are we going to do about it now? Sit down, maybe, clear your head, get a notebook, get a pen, just write it all out. Write out what you're feeling. Just do a little journaling. Start with that. And just get it out of your head. Maybe make a list of the things that you need to do that'll help ease your pain, I always feel a lot better when I have a list of things that need to be done. And then there you go. Now it's like, look at it, pick one. What are you going to do? All right, I'm going to do this. So once you start doing those things on your list, you get to come back at the end of the day and you get to scratch things off your list. Sometimes you get to scratch more than one thing. Sometimes you're only scratching one thing off. But at least you did something. At least you scratched something off that list. And I'm constantly writing down notes for this, that, the podcast, the grocery store, a music idea, a comedy idea, what I need to do, take down the trash, don't forget to get the mail, whatever. Just get yourself a notebook and some pens, journal, write things down. It's very helpful. All I also like to send some shouts out to, all I have my therapist coming on soon. Shouts out to my therapist. Shouts out to all the people out there that take some of their time of their day to help others. Thank you. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to the people that take some time out of their day to go listen to someone or help someone else or give someone a ride or do something, because a lot of people need help, and a lot of people are out there with a lot of free time on their hands and not necessarily spoiled, but doing well or better than someone else. And so shouts out to the people that, and shouts out to all the people that are brave. You brave hearts out there that, you're brave enough to go do the right thing or say the right thing or help somebody or do something that's needed to be done that you don't see getting done by anyone else. Shouts out to all the brave people out there. My heart goes out to you, and I pray for all of you, and I pray for everyone. And I'm praying a lot for peace too. I noticed there was a lot of arguing going on, and it's just none of that stuff is healthy. When I argue with someone, I always end up feeling like shit. And I just don't have it in me anymore to sit there and play games with people or argue. There's just too much going on in life for that. And with that, I'm learning how to, that whole self-love shit's a trip. Some people know it, some people don't. I'm in the process of learning it, and just recently, just being alone and working on myself and hitting some rock bottoms and just saying, hey, this is what it is. The more I face myself, and I am like two dogs. I'm just like, there's a part of me now that we're trying to work this out. We're trying to find a balance. Like, I'm trying to love a part of myself and become friends with myself. It's weird. And some days I don't like the other one, and he don't like me. And sometimes we get along great. Sometimes we hate each other. So there's a battle within, and got to find that balance and just work on all those things. Just sit in it. Don't sit in it, but sit in it. Like, you got to kind of sit there and go, hey, look, true, this, and that. You just face it. Kind of like you get when, drug addicts or alcoholics go, fuck, the first step is admitting you're an alcoholic. Oh shit, I'm an alcoholic. Okay, I got a problem. Okay, so I'm doing a lot of that. Oh, I got this, I got that. Like I said, people make me realize some things about myself and go, oh yeah, duh. And thank God for those brave people out there, even when they upset you. Yeah, something happened to me the other day, and I do want to say this. Doubt the person's listening, but really upset me. Really upset me. But, maybe I'm one of those people that I've created a wall to where some people aren't brave enough to come to me or say to me really what they want to say. And that sucks. If you've got people scared away or scared off to be able to talk to you, that's a bad thing. But for those of my friends that have been brave to me and stood up to me to tell me something that I might not have liked hearing, but I needed to hear, or it helped me, shouts out to them. Shouts out to the brave people out there that are brave enough to say what needs to be said. Or just, nobody else was going to say it. Nobody else was going to do it. Just, and ladies and gentlemen, keep it real. The more you keep it real with yourself, the more you can keep it real with others. I guarantee it's like, just start with keeping it real with yourself. Because look, I'm realizing I had some crazy, which means I have now all of a sudden I feel like I have so much more work to do, or studying, or like therapy, searching into myself, because just once you feel like, you got one thing, then there's another thing. And in order to love myself, I know I have to repair and fix certain things and kind of show some care to myself. Shit, I'm my worst enemy. To be honest, there's times where it's like, I just don't understand the whole I love myself type thing. It sounds so dumb. Like, I just never made sense to me. Like, what do you mean love myself? Like, I could love you, I love all of you, but what do you mean love myself? Why don't you love me? I think that's how it works. I'll love you, you love me. But really, loving myself and caring about myself is a trip, and it's true with the whole how you treat other people. And so I'm just starting to be friends with myself. I don't know if it's for the first time in my life or if I used to just be a one person, and now the two of me, is trying to learn how to become one again. If that makes any sense, finding that balance. And it's a work in progress. Like, it's a trip once you finally realize it, what you're dealing with. And that's what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with trying to learn how to love myself when I don't even want to. Still kind of just battle it. Like, I don't even have time for this shit. But I get it. I get it now. And I'm starting to get it more the more time I spend with myself, instead of worrying about not having any plans or anything to do or money to go spend or whatever. Just the simple things in life. Being grateful for what I've got. More quality time with my daughter and my son. Yeah, it's where you put your focus. And it's really hard when you're so trapped and lost into that way of hating yourself, or I love everybody, but you're hard on yourself. Or like, for example, I'm starting to feed myself better. I don't know, I feel it's weird. Feel when everything's going like shit, it's like I kind of feel guilty, or not, or when you're broke, it's almost like you want to just like feed your kids or figure this out, and you don't really, even if you are hungry or your stomach hurts, like you just got to take care of other stuff. But really, you got to take care of yourself too, and you got to feed yourself, especially when you're doing everything on your own. It's like you're on the go or whatever. Like, I'll end up eating like maybe once or twice, usually in the nighttime, but like that's not healthy. So I'm starting to make sure I'll eat a banana in the morning, or like some toast. At least eat like a small sandwich, get a half a sandwich or whatever. Just trying to take care of myself, take better care of my body. I'll get in a good groove and start running and exercising, and then just kind of fall off, get depressed, quit, and just not really care. Like, what am I doing it for? And that's when I realize it's like me, for me. Nobody else cares. Nobody else is gonna do me. I need to do me, and I need to learn how to just like be good with that. It's hard when you got a lot of things in life going on that are pressing on you and stressing you and scaring you and worrying you. But, you got to care about yourself. Even if other people care about you, to be honest, nobody else is going to care about you like yourself, So it's important. And if you love your kids, like, of course I love my kids. So if I got to figure this out, find a way to love myself again, or just in general, or get this balance between this side of me and that side of me, which I truly feel is like I'm dealing with two people here. But I feel like the more I stay up on eating right, exercise, praying, staying in tune with my little meetings and my help, my people, but life can really throw some blows at you, throw you off course. So even then, it's still up to you to be the one to hang in there and survive and just stay level-headed. Anyways, yeah, I had a really bummer day the other day, bummer news, and I choose to focus on what's next, one thing at a time. Stay positive. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't get in your head. Stay focused. So yeah. Anyhow, with all that said, once again, shouts out to all my friends and family. Shouts out to Grass Valley, Nevada City, Penn Valley, North San Juan, all in Nevada County. Shouts out to all people in the whole world and all the animals, everybody on this planet. Shouts out to everybody. Let's try and get along. Let's try and do the right thing. Let's try and make the right choices. Let's try and eat better. Let's try and treat each other better. And let's try to talk to each other better. Let's try and watch our mouths, how we talk around our children. Try to be better friends. Try to be more thoughtful and considerate. Clean up after yourselves. Keep your side of the street clean. Clean up your own messes. And I mean that in general. Like, you got some messes, you need to clean them up. Don't expect other people to come clean them up for you. If your arms and your legs work, get to it. Go clean your kitchen, go do your dishes, go pitch in, go do your part, go participate, because when everybody's participating, the ship flows correctly, and we're all on it. And so things in life can flow better, ladies and gentlemen, when we're all getting along and grooving, and we all make mistakes. We all slip up and make poor choices, but you can learn from them, and if you've got problems with people, me and my buddy Neil were just talking yesterday when I was working for him, and he was saying, like, you don't have to be so scared about when approaching a situation. Like, you got a problem with somebody and you get so worked up and scared, but it's usually never that bad. It's usually never that bad when you finally go up to that person. You're all prepped up, planned, puffed up, like, in anxiety, and you get there and you're like, hey, so blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, I felt that way too, my bad. And then you shake hands and you're like, see, that wasn't that bad. But, you gotta, you can always go and apologize to somebody. Sometimes people, if they're too worked up, let them cool off. But if you got a problem with somebody and it's eating at you, and you wanna, sometimes you can't. You gotta leave people alone and let them be. And you can't force anything. You can't control anyone. You can't make anybody do anything or manipulate to them into anything. But if you're truly genuine and you made a mistake, there's nothing wrong. And matter of fact, it's really admirable and honorable to go and apologize and just be not just a better person, but doing the right thing and just apologize. And then there's things that you just gotta, there's, that thing called forgiveness. Sometimes you have to swallow your pride, be the bigger, better person, and just say, hey, I forgive you. I wash this clean. Your debt is clean. I apologize. I forgive you. You know what I mean? If somebody's genuinely apologetic and whatnot, but some people out there that hold people captive and don't do that. Like, no, F you. I'm not forgiving you. That right there could just hold somebody back for the rest of their life. It really could. And so give people a chance. We're human beings. We make mistakes, and forgiveness is a beautiful thing. It's also for you. There's some people that I don't want to, and for right there, like I could be talking positive about all this stuff, but I'm guilty of these things too. And somebody the other day tried to tell me something about my baby mama, my ex, and I hate her. And I do have a therapist. So mind your business. I am working on that. But don't anyone ever tell me anything about that. Like, I hate that woman. And that's a powerful word. But I mean it. But I know that I don't want hate in my heart. And I know that I don't want, and I know that I've said the words forgive, I've forgiven, or whatever. So I've choked on those words. I said them and tried to mean them. But that's something that I will work on, that I will deal with. And if anybody that knows me or my life, like, for example, I get along great with my son's mother, Ashley. I get along great with her, you know? Never thought so much or whatever, but I do. I get along with her great, and that just goes to show through time, so I did not always feel that way about her. And maybe through time as a healer, maybe one day I won't hate my daughter's mom so much, but I do. I hate her, and none of you can do anything about that but leave me alone with my therapist to figure it out, because I am choosing to work on it. I do want the hate out of my heart. And it's pretty much the only spot in my life where I have hate and anger resides. You know, I really don't want to be angry with anybody or hold hate in my heart. And by the way, things that get me mad, I can't deal with them like others do, so I have to block it out. I have to block it out completely. Like like if it was an allergic reaction, like peanuts. Some people are allergic to peanuts, and kids can die. It's a whole nother topic, but yeah, I'm fragile and broken and messed up. Dealing with trying to love myself when part of me hates myself or hates all the decisions I've made to get to where I'm at, or all the things and all the self-realization, looking in the mirror, all the things that I have to look at myself and go, fuck, I hate that. How stupid are you? This is all your fault. And you just have to go, okay, now what? And you just work on one thing at a time, you know? And yeah, I'm not perfect, and nobody can tell me how to feel. I mean, I can't make anybody feel a certain way or whatever, but nobody can tell me how to feel, or tell you how to feel, because you know yourself better, and you know your wounds, you know your pain, you know where it comes from. But I do encourage you to seek help with it, a therapist, because I admit my hate for a certain person. And I know that with a therapist and with just boundaries and certain things, I'll survive it. Maybe time's a healer. Maybe one day I promise you I'll never get along with her like I get along with my son's mom, but hey, that's progress. That just goes to show for myself, for me, you know? And, you know, I can pat myself on the back. I'm proud of myself for a lot of things, but then there's a lot of damage that's already done, and it affects a lot of things in my life. Therefore, that always makes me come back to a full circle and look at myself and go, fuck, you're a fuck up. You're an idiot. Yeah. No wonder your life is the way it is right now. It's what I made it. And now I have to make it what I want it, better. So it's on me, you know? I don't wear diapers, but I say that, like, you got to change your own fucking diaper. Nobody's going to change your diaper, you know? Do what you got to do. Deal with your chores, and don't complain about them. Matter of fact, be grateful for them. This morning I was driving, taking my daughter to school, and we're just pulling out the driveway, and I'm like trying to put my seatbelt on, messing with the radio, whatever. She's always requesting a song, so I'm like trying to do 3 things at once without spilling my coffee. And after I kind of got off the dirt road onto this paved road, I looked over, I glanced, I noticed that she was just staring at me with this cutest little face ever. And it was I was like, what's up, baby? You okay? And she's like, mm-hmm. but she's just still staring at me, like staring straight into my eyes, like with kind of like a smile. It's like, you just staring at me? What's up? And she's like, love you, Dad. Like, okay, I really was curious what was going through her mind. Like, and that right there, and I felt it, genuinely felt it. Just like, she feels safe with me. She loves me. I am a good dad. And that's my focus. I focus on my kids, what I created, what I made. They're my responsibilities. I focus on her. She's teaching me so many things. She's teaching me more things than anybody's ever taught me in my life, other than my son, and she's teaching me a lot about women too. With when I love my daughter, my little princess girl, like my little baby girl. I love her so much, and she's a little girl. And I mean, I never had sisters. I had girl cousins or whatever, but and I wanted another boy, but God gave me a precious little princess girl, and she's just so amazing. And man, I'm learning things about women, and all you women out there, and you girl, like, wow, this woman right here, because I do a lot of like observing, and take a few pieces of the puzzle, and I can see the big picture, damn near. And it just helps me when I look at some women. I'm like, damn, she was just a little girl one day, like my little ocean is. She was just a little girl. And like, I don't know, I'm learning. You women are a trip. Total different creature, but amazing in so many ways, and definitely fragile and gentle, and just total different creature. And she's helping me because in the past I've been very angry. Like, I don't know if I got mom issues, or I don't know what I got, but yeah, I've not had a lot of respect for many women. The women that I respect, but like the ones that I don't, I've been very disrespectful, and the things I've said, or that's the C word, all those things. Like, yeah, it's important to me now having a daughter, and I understand what a lot of women mean by that. Or just like foul mouth, or like dudes sitting around cussing, or fuck you, bitch. That's gross. It is. When you actually listen back, or you hear one of your homies doing it, or you hear yourself back on an old podcast, or anything. Just like not too long ago, going through my garage, I was going through all my prison letters and raps and this and that, and just like read a few and just threw it all out. Just out with the crap. Doesn't have any meaning to me. And it's okay. It's like a new life I'm living, but it's okay. I'm just like, wow, this is out of my life. This is out of my life. This is out of my life. So now I just have to replace it with new things. And, I'm not just like perfect all of a sudden, or, whatever you want to call it, but I am learning, and I am working on it. And Ocean is teaching me a lot about females, and just kind of like how different they are from men, and but how important it is that men and women find a way to respect each other. And it's like, but still living in this world today with all the chaos and all the different confusion and things that people find their latching. I don't know. It's hard, but men and women and all people got to find a way to respect each other somehow, and like have consideration, better communication, compromise. There's so many things that got to take place for man and woman to work, or relationship to work. And in this world today, I just feel defeated because there's just so many. And I'm the fucking mess, but there's just so many distractions, I guess. And in the old days, or whatever our mind gets trapped or latches onto, like, I wish that you had this or that. But you know what? Like, it's almost like you gotta create it yourself, be that person yourself, and lead the way. Whatever you want or whatever you're looking for, you just gotta be that. And like, Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam said it best. If you hate something, don't you do it too? And it's it's like hypocrite shit. And so, I don't know. I'm learning some shit. I'm learning a lot from my daughter. And this morning, I was going somewhere else with that, but this morning when she was looking at me and smiled at me, it hit me. After my shitty day, the day before, it was just like, man, no matter what this world tries to throw at me, I bravely, unscared, no matter what, would do anything for her. I would do anything. I would go through anything for her, my son, my kids. And shouts out to Orlando and Zarin. Don't think that for a second that you're not still my son and my daughter. I don't get to see you kids as much, and I don't even know if they ever listen to this podcast, but, I got 2 boys, Orlando and Dublin. Shouts out to Orlando Chilton and the Chilton family, my family. I love you, son. I love you, Orlando. I love you, Dublin. And I love you, Zarin. You're my daughter. I love you. I miss you. Matter of fact, I still have a Christmas present here for you. But you just focus on those babies and the most important things. And you focus on what's most important in life. That's where you put your focus. And you don't worry about the rest, because the rest is just going to leave you stressed. Don't get lost. Don't let people sidetrack you. Be polite. Be polite when you say, hey, excuse me, I got to go. I'll call you later, whatever. Try and stay on course. Don't let the haters bring you down. It's real easy to let that happen, for them to get to you, get sucked into something. Man, I just want to also, not just shouts out. Here we go. I didn't even think about this, but it just dawned on me. I'd like to apologize. Oh, yeah, this is so important to me. And thank God that I'm thinking about this right now. I would like to apologize to any of my friends, family, strangers, brothers, sisters, anybody that I've ever wronged, hurt their feelings, said something mean to them, whatever it is, too. If there's any of you out there, you think about it, like, if somebody hated me or an enemy or somebody that didn't like me, they probably wouldn't listen to my podcast. But if there's any listeners listening, or that even know of somebody that may not like me, I just want to send an apology genuinely from my heart. I apologize. Whatever it may be. I know I've wronged many people. I've done a lot of stupid things. I've been a drunk idiot. I've gotten fights. I've crashed. I've done so many things. I apologize to every single one of you. And I'm sure there's so many countless things. I had to look at my record. I had to look at my record the other day. I had to look at some stuff in my record, and I'm disgusted with myself. So many felonious, stupid things, and assaults, this, that. Just like somebody was mentioning something about on Facebook the other day about spitting on people and how horrible spitting is on somebody, and I totally agreed. But then the other day when I was reading my record, there was like years ago, like 15, 20 years ago, some guy was just talking smack to me in Nevada City, and he went and like hid behind this little fence thing, and I spit on him, and I was just disgusted with myself reading that. Just disgusted with myself for all of my felonious behaviors and charges and all the things that I've done in this town of Grass Valley, where I live, in my home. And I'm sorry. I just want to apologize to all of you. I want to apologize for the times I've acted like a prick. And just recently, in the deep past, anyone. I genuinely apologize, and I mean that. Not just shots out to everybody, God bless everybody, but anybody that I've ever hurt, I apologize. And yes, I do. I hope that one day that you can forgive me, or one day, no matter what it is, maybe shake hands, even have a hug. Because in working my steps, with my sponsor, I guess I'm not ready for that yet. I'm told that we're not there yet, at least. But man, I probably have to write a book of amends that I want to make. And some people, I'm pretty fortunate and blessed and lucky. I mean, I don't really feel like I have many enemies. There's a few people on my mind I can think of that I'm mad at. But I also apologize too for things that I said, being mad. And I think that I'm still mad at some people, but I just want them to know that I'm working on it with a therapist and that's why I'm distancing myself from people, because I get mad easily, you guys. Hurt people. I have a lot of pain. So I'm going to stay away from a lot of people and a lot of things because I'm fragile and I'm broken and I'm a fucking mess. But I choose to do something about it. I choose to face it head on and be brave. I mean, yesterday, right after I got the bad news, I went straight to my therapist. Laid out flat on my back, and she did a clearing, like smudged with sage, and I just choked on breathing, like she's trying to help me release all this and all the things coming to my mind and all the things and all the worries and all the fears and all this and all that, and I just choked on it. It's like choking up demon after demon or problem after problem, and just like couldn't breathe, thinking about my mom. Now my dad's in a wheelchair. For Christ's sake, my mom's down there, and now my dad's in a wheelchair. And I'm just sick of all the bad stuff, and I miss all the good times, and I'm not having that good of a time, but I choose to have a good time, so I make that choice and focus. And, my mom and my dad have been there for me through everything, so I have to be there for them. We got to be there for our parents. And my brother Gary said he's going to give me a ride to go see my mom. God bless his heart. Thank you, Gary. So Gary's taking me to see my mom. And, I still got my brother right here. He can help with my dad. And so now my dad's in a wheelchair, hurt over there and can't drive. He was like my last little bit of family support. I still have my parents, but it's just rough when you feel like you're alone on everything. But I don't have to be alone on everything, so I make those choices, ladies and gentlemen, to go call my sponsor, to go to therapy. I'm doing that. No one's court-ordered anything but therapy. I'm not court-ordered to anything. The judge has court-ordered me to therapy. And God bless the judges and all the system these days. There's so much help and they care. I didn't even understand being released into Project Heart and stuff. I did, and the judge did that because he cares and he knows me and he knows my past and what I've been through since a juvenile. So, shouts out to the judges there and the courts for caring more these days. And when we do stupid shit, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta face up to it, and you gotta deal with it and learn from it. And yeah, you gotta make the right choices because no one's gonna make them for you. Well, I chose to read my Proverbs this morning. After I took my daughter to school, I chose to go and pay a visit to a dear friend that's been going through it, and I haven't made time for him. And I showed up at his house, and praise God, he was getting ready for work, and he's bright and cheery. I got to give him a hug, and he's going to come do the podcast, and that is exciting because this man, talk about a genius, and he needs to be woke up, like activated, with positive, good energy and vibes. Like, we all need each other. Well, we're all stronger together. We can lift one another up. I need to be lifted up. Like, I'm down right now, and I've been lifted up. I'm constantly having people try to lift me up, but it's like that just makes me realize that nobody else can lift up stubborn Ryan Doty but Ryan Doty. And no one can do the same for you. It has to start with you. You have to make the choice. You know, your New Year's resolution, whatever the hell it is, quitting something, stopping something, standing up to something, finally making this decision that you've been thinking about doing, or whether just chasing and following through with a dream of yours. You have to be the one to do it, starting with a pen and paper or your alarm clock for the morning to wake up to. Nobody else is going to do it for you, or you're going to stay sitting in the same spot. And, you know, some people get worn out with help. Like, some people get worn out with people, hey, you're back in my courtroom again? Nah. Or, hey, you're doing this again? Or, hey, you're doing that again? Or, hey, I just lent you some money yesterday. Or, what'd you do with it? Or, hey, I just helped you get sober. You know, it's like some people get worn out with helping people. So if you're gonna get help, or you're receiving help from people, man, take that help, appreciate that help, and make sure that you say thank you, and make sure that that they're not helping for nothing, wasting their time on you for nothing. Like, you know, if somebody's gonna put some time into you and some love into you, take that help and get to the next step. You know, so that you're not wearing out your welcome, or you know, just don't use people. Don't take people's kindness for weakness, because you never know when you need your friends. And if you chase off your friends, you might break a trust or a bond, and then who do you got? Just don't wear out your people or your welcome. Okay? And appreciate your people. If you borrow some money from someone, try to do your best to pay him back. I know, shouts out to Dave Galt. Oh man, I owe him some money. What a good brother in a time of need. Like, well, that was a while ago too. I've been meaning to go down to his house and have sushi night, maybe go fishing. I miss Dave. Shouts out to Dave. Love you, man. I owe him money. I owe my brother money. I owe so many people, and some of them are like, no, you don't owe me. I was helping you. But no, I owe them. You know, all the people that have helped me, shouts out to you. Shouts out to all the help, all the friends, and all the late. Shouts out to Desiree and Haley, and all the people that have babysat my daughter at times. Jessica, shouts out to Ashley. Shouts out to all the people, all the ladies that have helped. Shouts out to the bros that have helped, that have been there for me. All the help that I've received with my daughter, or me, or a ride, or anything. Shouts out to the 5 Mile House for letting my daughter come to work with me at times. I'm giving my thank yous. I appreciate you, and I love you, and I thank you, and I'm grateful for my people, and we got to let them know, hey man, thank you. The other day I ran in, speaking of, man, we had a real sweet lady, Desiree's grandma and great-grandmother, and Joe Kennard's grandma. And I saw him yesterday, and it was so good running into him. And he's going to come do the podcast too. And he's going to teach me how to do archery, bow and arrow, and knife throwing into the trees and stuff. He said he's going to teach me all that. So I'm really excited, because that's one of the things that I want to do, to fill the voids in my new life. Do something. And I can't own guns, so I don't own guns, and I can't have guns ever. So it's like all I'm left with is my bow and arrow. So before you know it, I'll be Grass Valley's Robin Hood. You know, we're gonna teach me how to shoot the bow and arrow. I'm already good, but you know, I need to learn all about it. And then Brody's gonna teach me some stuff with the bow. Shouts out to Brody Farber and the Farbers. Shouts out to Blaine, my dog. Shouts out to Barrett. Shouts out to, man, I have so many friends. Shouts out to all of y'all. Hey, and I apologize to, you know what? There's some people that probably don't know what's wrong with me or like, what's wrong with him, dude? Or he's, or maybe they think that I'm two-faced, like I'm trying to be all positive, but really he's a dick. Did I not say that? Like, I'm working on myself. Like, shit. But I just want to say, for those of you that I've blocked, I do. I love some of you. I really love you, and like, I don't know how to explain it, but I hope you're okay. I'm sorry. Whatever weird energies in the air, let's just say it's my fault. Blame it all on me. I'm the one with the problem and the issues. I've been blocking people out. If there's weird energy, I don't know. I have issues in my head. I don't know what's wrong with you, why I could text you and you don't respond. I don't know. So if you're just gone, you're not a friend, you're in my heart. I love you all, but chill. Just like whatever it is. No need to be. So but I ain't mad at you, I ain't mad at nobody. I forgive you. Like, not even like say you or you. Like, some of you haven't even done anything wrong, but like, I ain't mad at you, and I love you, and God bless you. Peace. And like, maybe one day we'll talk about it or run into each other, and it'll be so simple as like, yeah, I was just like, I'm going through it or whatever. And, oh, okay, you were going through it. Okay. And, well, that's just weird. So I just, whatever, maybe we'll have a hug or, hey, I love you, But I was talking about this the other day, and it's a shame when Grass Valley, there's more people in Grass Valley than just us, my group of friends and people. But like, it's true that like, we only get together for like a family reunion of all of us brothers and sisters at a funeral. And I really don't want to go. I don't want any more people dying unless they're like, what, 90, 100 years old, like old age. I'm okay with death as long as it is natural. I'm not okay with people dying on me, friends, for anybody, And my heart goes out. I heard that somebody crashed a car and lost their son recently, and oh my God, my heart goes out to them and the family and everybody involved. I don't even know the full story, just heard it this morning. But yeah, there's just too much problems in the world and too much stress, and just peace. That's all I'm saying. I ain't mad at you. Peace, love. Anybody that, as far as forgiveness goes, the only thing I'm left with is my ex, hater. Oh, hater. Like, I truly do. And what I do with that is I soul search and all the things. And I'm even realizing, going into myself and the things that I did play a role in as a bad partner maybe at times, the things that I lacked, certain things like that. I am looking at those things and working on those things, but those things are blocked out, and I still have these knives in my back because I still have to. It's when you have a child with someone. It's so much easier. If you don't have a child with somebody, dude, you can move on from pretty much anyone. Oh yeah, easy. Some people are not as easy as others, and some people will say, no, that's not true, but I strongly disagree with you. But because when you have a child with them, you're stuck having to deal with them. And it's horrible. You still have to talk to that person somehow. And some people don't, but yeah, you still have to, and it's still a pain, and it's still, and if there's step parents or if there's boyfriends or this and that, it's the worst feeling. It's the worst, especially when you know that they do drugs and they're pieces of shit. And here I am talking that negative talk right now, and I got to check myself. Like, none of my business, right? Focus on me. Focus on me. Don't focus on them. But those things suck. Those things suck. So yes, I do have pain in me. Yes, I do have knives in my back. Getting cheated on sucks. It'd be so much better if someone was like, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. And you kind of get a little head start, or like oh, that sucks. Fuck. I don't know. Sometimes people get to turn it around and change it or maybe save it, but not just like you just all of a sudden get to find out, oh, your soulmate cheated on you with your sister's husband's brother who you knew really well. gave me one of my favorite hats. This dude gave me, like, just sick shit. Yeah, that's right. I got knives in my back. Like, your whole family, your whole life upside down, and then everything since then has just gone downhill. But I am not worried like that. I'm looking at me. Fuck everything else. I'm focused on, not selfish like fuck everybody. Just, I'm worried about fixing me. I'm not worried about other people or trying to control this or control that. I can only control myself. And sometimes I can't even do that. So I have to get under control of myself. Self-control. It starts with self-control. I got to get myself under control. I got to make the right choices and decisions on my own because no one's going to do it for me. I got to take my hat out of my ass and stop worrying about this and that and blah, blah, blah. Holy shit, dude. Every day is something new. Like I said, I look at that. I'm like working on myself. I'm like, okay, I just accomplished this. Or I'm over this. Shut up! And I just do this and that, and then something else pops out, and you're like, damn, you suck. You were feeling good, you're feeling good. Damn, somebody just like said something, whether it's a subliminal message or whatever, you just get hit, and you're like, damn, you're right. And it kind of throws you off course and makes you want to quit or give up, especially with coming from somebody that you really like, admire or care about or love or trust or just honor. And then those are the people that can really say something that will get to you. And lately, instead of getting that feeling of, ugh, you're right, I suck. No wonder. Duh, what was I thinking? Instead of that, I'm like, damn, you're right. So I'm just going to apply that to the next hour of my life and the next hour and the next day. And then, just tackling things, one thing after another, the roller coaster, ups, downs. Yeah, so a lot of shots out to everybody out there, all the listeners. Yeah, you. And my homeboy that's listening to me right there, you ugly motherfucker, you. You might as well just turn this thing off and go slap yourself or something. Go put on a mask, you ugly mofo. Anyway, I'm just talking shit to my buddies at work. They're probably the only people that listen to my podcast. Plus, it's just been me lately. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we haven't had Nathaniel sick for like what? Like over a week now. He's been sick as a dog, throwing up. A lot of guests are sick. Neil's been sick. I was just about to go to the studio. Now James is sick in bed. Bunch of sick people. You're all sick. And you all need some orange juice or some grapefruit seed extract. I'm telling you. Like, are you just dumb and you don't believe me, or are you just dumb and don't want to do nothing right? Like, go get your family, your whole household, a thing of grapefruit seed extract from Briar Patch. Okay? Grapefruit seed extract. And you drop like 8 drops into a little glass of orange juice, stir it up really good, and drink it. Done. Quit playing. I don't really get sick because of that shit. Just before night, like I started to feel all nasally, drank some this morning. I'm good. Just cleans, it just kills germs. Drink that and water, get some sun. I know what to do, but I don't know what to do with this coffee. No matter what I do, I don't know how to quit the coffee. I'm drinking some coffee right now. But, yeah. And to all of my lady listeners out there, I need more ladies. And quit being scared. By the way, I really got shot down. Like, there was one person I really thought would just be an amazing guest, and I just take it that maybe they don't want to at all, so I guess I'll just stop trying or saying anything. But yeah, I need more guests. You got some good stories, or if you got a good topic, or if you got something you want to contribute for the listeners, if you want to promote something, and I would like to have more ladies. I just had a lady guest on last night, Ray Flynn. She has 3 books out, and so she's a funny gal, and yeah, she was available, so had her come do a podcast episode. That'll be out today. So will this. I have another guest coming tonight. She's going to be knocking them out, catching up. Gets lonely. A lot of people told me I'm doing all right, but I don't like it. I'd rather have Nathaniel sitting next to me right here and a guest so we could have some conversations, talk about something else other than my life. In Grass Valley, what a beautiful town, you know? We're so blessed and fortunate to live here. And yeah, shouts out to Grass Valley, everybody. Hope everybody out there is making the right choices, and you know, it's all about you. Starts with you. So yeah, let's just be good, and we'll be dropping a couple more episodes for y'all to listen to. Let's see. Do I have any cool? I feel like I had something I wanted to tell y'all. I had some kind of news for the neighborhood. Oh yeah, and let's see here. Oh great. No matter what I do, sometimes I just want to delete my Facebook, my Instagram, and this podcast and go and hide. You know? But then I give up, and then I fail at, you know, I don't want to be a recluse. I want to communicate. I was telling my buddy today, like, there's a few people that I blocked, and just like their phone, from Facebook, from everything, just blocked them all the way out of my life. Like, psst, nope. And then I realized when I'm driving home, I'm like, oh shit, dumbass, you have this podcast that anybody in the world can listen to. So they can listen to the podcast and hear how my day's going, this and that, even though I don't want them to know nothing about my life no more. Just banned, barred, blocked. But you know what? Hopefully we can heal that one day or whatever. But just stay out of my path. If you're toxic or negative, I'm not doing that. Ryan Doty, choose a better, more positive, healthy, beautiful life, you know? And I choose to put my focus on that. And I am going to be attacked constantly. I'm going to be it's still going to be, yeah. But so you just got to super duper focus. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you, it's a lot easier to focus in life if you're sober. So like if you're clear-headed and you're not on drugs or alcohol or antidepressants even. I mean, be careful with what you put in your body. Research it. Look, clean water and food and exercise and like fruits and vegetables. There's so many remedies. Nature provides everything you need. I mean, sometimes I'll take an Advil for a migraine headache. But even that, you know, it's bad for your liver. Just be careful what you're putting in your body, you know. Try to find a way back to feeling good, you know. I noticed with the caffeine I drink and all the stress I get now, being all worked up, I don't remember a time where I was more relaxed when my therapist did that cleansing on me. I just came out of that so peaceful. Like if you just woke up from sleep and you just had fully been rested, and it's like we got to stop and find those moments somehow, whether it's meditation or whether it's reading a book, or I'll just keep it real. I have no woman cooking, cleaning, no one to massage my back, none of that shit. And I got this little, and I'm all stressed out, but I got this little massage vibrator thing with this big old ball on it. And I forget who gave it to me. I think it was my mom's but you know, I don't like those things. But I tried it out the other night, and I just put it on my neck, and I put it on my shoulder, and I just started massaging my neck and my shoulder with it. And I was just grateful that I had that thing, like massaging myself with it. And I was like, it felt good, you know? And I just relaxed. And then, yeah, I just focused on that relaxed feeling. And it felt good. Anyways, it's all up to us, what we do with our life. It really is. And I'm okay with you know, I have already had a lot of growth. And I know who I am. But, yeah, I got a lot of work to do. And I'm super scared about what could happen. And I share these things with you. You know, welcome to Grass Valley Podcast, and here I am talking about my life. Well, I share these things with you because these things could be helping someone else, sir or ma'am. So all the critics and all the haters and all the crickets, and I call them crickets because all they're doing is making noise. And, you know, I had one hater say something, and this was a hater, not about nothing else, not about the podcast, but just talking shit. I got to her. She's talking shit. And out of nowhere, she just brings up the podcast. And I was like, we never talked about anything, said anything. And it just made me realize, oh, so you're a stalker. So you're all on these. Oh, so you listen to my podcast. Like, just she seemed like a jealous, hating ass person. Like, you know, a lot of people will say things that aren't even true or they don't even mean in the process of you saying something to them because they know no other way to fight you, so they're just going to attack you with whatever words are going to work, they know that they're going to upset you or piss you off or bring up your family or your kids, bring up this or bring up anything that they can think of to get you into how they feel. Misery loves company, you know? Oh, but we used to be so miserable together. Shit, you be miserable by yourself. I don't want that type of company. But anyways, I just realized, like, oh, you just, you know, they talk shit about my podcast. It's like, wow, you're really, like, focused on me. So, like, this person's focused on me and not her life. It's like, why don't you go focus on your life and don't focus on me and hating on me? And I said I was going to pray for her, and that just pissed her off even more. And what'd she say? Called me a cult leader. That's what cult leaders do when you say you're going to pray for someone. I said, oh my God, you're just, you know, I said I'm going to pray for you. I mean that shit because you're going through shit and blah, 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 blah. And I'm not saying that, like, I mean it. And then now, you know, that's it. I'm going to pray for you. I ain't mad at you. God bless. Bye. It's real simple. And that can really damage people when you just cut them off. I hate that when people cut me off. Like if I get cut off. So that can be unfair. But there's also a part in my life where I choose to keep my sanity, and I have to protect my sanity and myself and my life and my kids and this and that. Therefore, you try to help somebody and then they turn on you, you know, or they come at you with some bullshit because you tell them, or they try to tell you how this and that. And so I'll tell you what, I'm a daddy lion. Don't ever tell me how to raise my kids or anything about my kids. That's the one thing I will protect, you know. But choose to focus on your life. Choose to focus on your day and your stuff, and, you know, don't focus on me or don't focus on other people's shit. And just don't worry about it. You know, it's just like my whole life. When like in school, like in an art classroom as a kid. You know, there's 28 kids in the classroom, and the teacher comes out and hands at you all a fresh white piece of paper or a portrait or canvas, whatever, and your pens or your markers or your crayons, whatever. You're all given the same. And it's like, you know, don't be looking over here and there to see what they're drawing. Draw your own picture. Don't copy your neighbor, okay? Don't copy your neighbor. Draw your own picture. Do your own picture. And don't worry about what it's going to look like. That's your picture. And or don't, or whatever, fail that class. Don't be an artist. Don't participate. But yeah. Just focus on your own. Stay in your own lane. Focus on your lane. Look, if you focus on in your lane, you're going to see what's in front of you. You pay attention. And then you won't crash into somebody in their lane. It's real simple. You won't get into a crash or an argument, you know? And then again, that balance, that discernment that we talk about, you got to have a balance too. Like, for example, that person that I block out, like I plan on, if I run into them, I'll wave and I'll be kind. I will. If we were friends once, you know, maybe we can be friendly still, but when people show me their true colors, that's when we break a trust. And then that's when I have to be careful, because if you let a thief into your house once, you know, and they steal from you, of course that's their fault. How dare you steal from me? I bring you into my house and you steal from me? But if you let that thief come back a second time and that thief steals from you again, then whose fault is it? It's your fault, because you already knew that that's a thief, that they're capable of stealing from you. So it's your fault. You let the thief back to steal from you again. It's your fault, not theirs. So I must learn from my mistakes. I must learn from others people's mistakes too. And I must learn and make the right choices and decisions for me, for my kids. So don't get mad at me when you fuck up. Because when I fuck up, I own it. I'm good at that. I own it. I fucked up. Look, I fucked up so much, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm a mess. A broken mess. And thank God for therapists and people out there to help. And if you're a broken mess, there's help for you too. Hey, I'm not even as broken of a mess. I feel success, you know. I still feel like there's hope. I mean, man, sure is scary to have a home with 20 acres and kids and, you know, house, property, pets, and then to just know that in 2 weeks you could be sent away, lose everything, not see your kids. It's so scary. But I did that to myself. Now, I might have had some knives in my back or some pain. I don't go to the bars. I don't know. I would have never been at the bar or whatever if it wasn't for being fucking stabbed in the back and cheated on, and my whole family breaking up and everything going to shit, my whole life upside down. But no excuses. Don't fucking matter. Whatever, drinking, whatever led me to whatever, I have to own up to my shit and learn from it. Do not repeat certain mistakes. What's the problem? Shit, fucking so many things. Alcohol, pain, this, that, mom, this, the money, just overwhelmed, fears, scared, worried, attacked from all kinds of other angles and other things, man, and then I go, damn, you are pretty strong. I can't believe you're still here, or still want to be, or still try. So I pat myself on the back. Don't nobody Nobody's doing shit. I am. I'm go getter. I'm making it. I'm the make it happen captain. I got a couple other things that play a role in it, but like, nah, man. I just watch people around me like think things, text things, wait for things, and it's like, what? No. And yeah, maybe I'm impatient and I want an answer now, but I'm knocking on doors, making the call. I ain't waiting for a text back. Like, what's up? You know? Knock, knock. Who is it? It's me. I'm here to pay y'all a visit. Let's go. Like, this shit is just, life, people, I see a lot of progress in my life. I do. But then there's going to be the people that are going to that will hold you back. And that's what I mean by forgiveness being so important. People are going to hold you back and keep you stuck. I'm going to fight through that. I don't care who is trying to hold me back. You can't hold me back when I got God in my life and the Great Spirit with me. Like, I got guardian angels with me. And so do my kids. And that's a fact. So it's like, no, I'm not letting you hold me back. You understand? I don't care about a hater. I mean, yeah, I care enough about people to apologize for when I'm wrong or whatever, but people that are just blatantly hating on me or just want to see me fail or want to see me down, I'm not letting you hold me back. And I shouldn't. And I don't. And I'm not. And I don't fear you. The only thing I pretty much fear is being broke. Like, damn, a man must provide for his women and children, or his woman and his children. It's like, so, yeah. Anyways, I'm trying to be positive, trying to give a good positive message and share my life with you so that you can learn through it, Like, I struggle a lot. I'm like a living example, like, of so many things. And the cool part about it is I'm willing to share it with you, that I'm opened up enough to do that. Yeah, I've hit so many rock bottoms and like, I've learned a lot of real lessons. And you can't keep those in. You got to share them with people. Man, I'm really worried about people out there that are still drinking and driving. I noticed you could be doing really good, and then you could drink, and you could just ruin your life so quick. Drugs. Man, I saw something else this morning that made me sad. Can't even talk about it, but it's sad, man. There's people have addictions. People have, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it sucks. Like, the kid who cried wolf, like, when you're finally participating and trying to do good or whatever, it's like, and the kid who cried wolf, it's like, how dare you, think you're gonna do good and say anything about anybody else. But I just wish people would learn from my mistakes. I've got DUIs, I've crashed vehicles, and I don't know how I survived. But when you hear about a guy crashing his car with his kid in it and killing his kid, that's on my mind, and it's eating at me. It breaks my heart. I think about my kids; they're alive. And it scares me. It just makes me like, I'm like, dear God, protect my kids. I'm picking up Ocean from school, but like if her mom was picking her up, I'd be praying for her mom to drive safe. I always tell her, don't be texting and driving and shit like that with my daughter in the car. And just constantly worried about things now. I'm a worry freak. Holy shit, I am one of the biggest worry freaks and hypochondriacs there is. Like, yeah. And I guess I need a lot of reassurance. A lot of people do. And that's another reason why I always recommend therapy. Man, I'm so excited. My therapist is coming to be on the podcast. I'm so excited about that. I feel like she's going to be the best one yet. I love her. And, I love having her. Like, I'm so grateful. And like I said before, you can't just get any therapist. I just had a brother yesterday, ran into in town, and he doesn't hate his therapist. And he said, I was really proud of him because he's like, I don't hate him. I ain't mad at him, but it's not a good one. They had an argument. I don't know. He didn't go away from his therapist feeling good like I do. I have a great therapist. And there's a lot of good therapists out there. There are. But I'm going to keep it real. There's also some shit ones, dude. Straight jokes. And I'll even say it like that. You're a joke, dude. You ain't helping nobody, because I've had some of them, and just this sarcasm. Sarcasm should never be a part in a therapist ever. And when you can sense sarcasm, or we can sense someone being rude, or knows that they're in their job they can't say something, but you can feel their energy and how they're feeling about something. That's not good. You want a good therapist. You do. And I would say, what is a good therapist? I would say somebody that fully listens to everything, and you're there. They're there for you. So you know how you're talking to your friends, or your friend's got to go. You're trying to talk to your friend about your problems, and then, hey, I got to go, or someone's calling, and you're like, fuck, okay. Well, that therapist isn't like that. That therapist is going to listen to you wholeheartedly. And a good therapist would be to listen to you, and then when you're done, have listened to everything and have some advice and feedback for everything that you've just said. Like, fully soaked it in, and then gives you some good, honest truth and education and skills on what to do and how to react, or like that's what their job is. So if you got a crummy therapist, which there are crummy therapists that shouldn't be therapists, don't worry about it. Just move to the next one and be polite about it. You don't gotta, and I don't know how people feel about that online therapy, but I've heard good and bad. I mean, I like a one-on-one, at least a phone call with my therapist that I've had a one-on-one. If we can't make the appointment, we do a Zoom at home on the phone or whatnot. But just me going online therapy with somebody, I don't know, that almost sounds even better. A complete stranger, you might even have better therapy through that. Although the trust of all that, like through a phone, or, the people listening, or man, you never know. And the way, I just say that nowadays there is no such thing as privacy, ladies and gentlemen. So with me, just doing the right thing in life, being a good person, and not worrying about, somebody looking through my window or whatever, or spying on me from the sky or whatever. It's like, you can't stop that. We're all spied on. Our private. There's no such thing as privacy. They fly things over our houses. They've got drones. They've got satellites. They've got things that listen through your wall, through the Wi-Fi. I mean, there's no privacy. So just, if you think that you're going to get away with some evil shit or bad stuff, thank God for that technology for that stuff, to bust those pieces of shit out there. But there's no privacy, so just do the right thing, because you're always being watched. That's why I love that whole thing at Project Heart. They say, go do a good deed today and don't get caught. Those are the good things that build up your self-esteem or your pride, like people telling you, good job. And I swear to God, I'm not a hater, you guys. Like, I'm not the one that likes to hate on people. I'm usually the one that somebody causes problems with me or for me. I don't go looking for it. I'm usually the type that's like, I grew up, my dad took me on service calls my whole life, heating and air conditioning. My dad was in the Air Force, and then he did heating, air conditioning, and could fix anything, and took me around this whole county on service calls. And my dad, so fucking serious about manners. And hey, take your hat off. Look them in the eye. Say thank you. Say please. Say you're welcome. Say have manners. You know, everything. Just like I was just raised with manners. So nobody can try and tell me, you know, because that's how I go and that's how I operate with anybody and everybody until somebody is being a punk or something. I like bullies or like I don't know what it is about me. I find myself wanting to involve myself and be like, hey, fuck you. Leave that person alone, prick. How'd you like it if I come over here and fuck with you? Or, you know, sticking up for people's okay. It's good. Stick up for people. But also, it's hard to mind your business, but mind your business. Stay in your lane. You know why? I try to be Captain Save the Day or go involve myself in something. I usually get in trouble. Look, like you go and try to tell somebody what to do, right? And say you end up getting into a fight. Right back in trouble. No, thank you. So I'm really always involve myself and try to like mediate things and help people, but I've got to politely decline. I've got to focus on me. I got to not be so involved in other people. And I'm getting better about answering my phone. I mean, no disrespect, but like the anxiety I get and how many people I talk to in a day, there just comes a point in the day where I just don't want to be on the phone right now. And I'm not going to answer it. And I'm going to choose to go have some peace in my evening. I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better at a lot of things. It's getting easier. And I'm grateful for that. But man, once you feel like you're doing good, then there's always something else. So just got to hang in there and keep our heads up on this crazy roller coaster ride. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I felt like I needed to hop back on and say some things like, you know, I love y'all. You know, shouts out to all the businesses out there in Grass Valley, you know, and all my people out there in Grass Valley. Love y'all. And like I said, peace, love, apologies to those that I've wronged. You gotta humble yourself and just say it. And like, don't just genuinely say it. Don't be like, yeah, sorry, whatever. No, I mean that. And you know, I would like to give that opportunity to those of you as well. You know, like if you seek forgiveness from me and you know I don't fuck with you or why I don't fuck with you, and it's, you know, I promise you we could talk about it if you want to talk about it, or if you don't want to talk about it. But trust me, I'm easier than you think. I'm very forgiving. You could ask anybody, like, I choose peace over war. I do. I'm always going to choose peace over war. If somebody wants to resolve something with me, I'm always going to do that versus not. Now, the only person that, you know, and even for those of you that hear me, like this one woman I got into it with, you know, trying to tell me about how I shouldn't hate my woman, she gave me Ocean, all this. No, she's an incubator. I did. Ocean came from my balls right here. Yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My daughter and my son came from me. Okay? Now, yes, her mom was an incubator. Thank you very much for incubating and taking care of my daughter. That's how much I hate her. Okay? So nobody gets to tell me that. So my point is, you might hear me, like friends, people might hear me, like if you bring her up, just don't bring her up. You know, don't talk about her around me. That's a sore subject. And you'll hear me say stuff, but really, when I'm on the phone with her, I'm dealing with her like appropriately or whatever. I try not to talk to her at all. Like, why are you calling? As soon as she's done saying what she's got to say, I hang up. But that's better than cussing her out and calling her a bunch of names and freaking out and blah, 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 blah. And that's progress, ladies and gentlemen. So shut the fuck up, dude. I'm working on myself, and I don't need any of you telling me how to feel, okay? I have those knives in my back are real, and they're still there, and they hurt. And I'm dealing with them. So be proud of me. Be proud of me, and just even if you hear me say something like, dude, lions roar, dogs growl and bark and howl and all that. And like, if you hear me go, ugh, I fucking hate that bitch, or blah, 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 just leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, I am working on that, but, I hate her and her stupid boyfriend, dude. Pieces of shit. But I got a therapist. I'm working on it. Right. And so my point is like, yeah, I might talk like that, but when it comes to it, to deal with her, to meet up for my daughter, pick up my daughter, whatever, gymnastics, we still are, her name's still on my mortgage. I'm trying to get her name off my mortgage. So we're dealing with mortgage. We're co-parenting. We're dealing with each other. I limit how much I deal with her so that I don't get worked up. But yeah, just for those of you out there that deal with the same thing, like, do it for the kids. That's why I do it for the kids. I'm trying to work on this hate and anger in my heart for me. I don't want hate in me. I don't want anger in me. And I choose that. It's still there. So it's a time as a healer. It's a work in progress. So thank you very much to the haters or the people that are too worried about my life and trying to tell me how to feel or what to do and this and that. Save it, because you will not penetrate this force field. You're blocked out. You cannot come into my realm no more. Okay? Toxic, blah, blah, blah. Stay away from me. You can't even come into my realm. I'm protected by God. I am. The universe, whatever you want to call it, I'm protected by God. I see it. I got I've been seeing it every day. I'm learning something new every day. I'm being humbled by something new every day. I'm facing some fears every day. Fearlessly, not scared. I just cried on the podcast yesterday, I think, and broke down. Yeah, I'm trying to help people. I truly am. I'm trying to share I'm trying to share because, there's people out there that are not brave enough to stick up for themselves or go get a therapist or do this and that, and I might be their only therapy. I might be their only therapy, sharing my life and my problems and my shit with them. And it might just be, damn, he's got so much shitty things going on, or he's going through so many things. Maybe that will just help somebody feel better about their life. Maybe they don't got it so bad. Or, and then there's people that got it way worse than me, that do that for me, that humble me, that shut me up, that make me snap out of it. So we all got to sharpen each other, and we all got to stick together. And, I don't want no enemies. I can say today that I don't have any enemies that I know of. If I do out there, that sucks to not know who your enemies are. But I don't care. I choose not to have. I choose to make friends. I choose to have good people in my life. I've gotten rid of some people in my life, but maybe one day they'll come back, Yeah, and shouts out to all my people out there. Love you guys. Keep your heads up. Do the right thing. If you need help, reach out. We're going to be getting to more Grass Valley stuff, history, this, that. We still have everything I've talked about. I'm keeping my word. It's still going to happen. Just a bunch of sick people, bunch of sickos, man. And I'll tell you what, I'm getting sick of it. Do something about your sickness. I'm sorry. I'm praying for all you to feel better. I hope you feel better. Get some soup. Get some vitamin C. Love you all. Here, I'll pull us a card. Get up out of here. Go check. I'm gonna go check on I'm gonna go check on Nathaniel, ladies and gentlemen. Go check on our boy. See how he's doing. Take a walk over there with the dog and tell him to go outside and sit in the sun or something. Yeah. Peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. What's the opposite of peace and love? Hate and war. We don't want that. Straight up. So it's your choice. It's my choice. I choose peace. I choose love. Now you get to make your choice. All right. I'm pulling a card for you, my listener. This is for you, my listener. Oh, wow. I'm familiar with this too. All right, my listener. You pulled the butterfly. Let's see here. Yeah, I incorporated this because I feel like after every episode, when I pull these, it has so much meaning and it makes so much sense. Oh, and I promise on everything I love, I'm not planning these. These go so well. Those of you that listen, I guarantee agree. They go so well, but I do not plan them. I'm shuffling them and picking them, and they're coming to us, ladies and gentlemen. They're your message for the day. You know, our guardians are listening. I think the last one that I pulled was otter, which was 8, and this is 9, so that's cool. All right, butterfly. Butterfly that flutters in the morning light. You have known many forms before you took your flight. Ha ha! Hey, butterfly, this is already good. Like transforming into, the new us. So, the power that butterfly brings to us is akin to the air. It is the mind and the ability to know the mind or to change it. It is the art of transformation. To use butterfly medicine, you must astutely observe your position in the cycle of self-transformation. Like butterfly, you are always at a certain station in your life activities. You may be at the egg stage, which is the beginning of all things. This is the stage at which an idea is born, but has not yet become a reality. The larva stage is the point at which you decide to create the idea in the physical world. The cocoon stage involves going within, doing or developing your project, idea, or aspect of personality. The final stage of transformation is the leaving of the chrysalis and birth. Sorry, I don't know what that word is. This last step involves sharing the colors and joy of your creation with the world. If you look closely at what butterfly is trying to teach, you will realize that it is a never-ending cycle of self-transformation. The way to discern where you are in the cycle is to ask yourself, 1. Is this the egg stage? Is it just a thought or idea? 2. Is this the larva stage? Do I need to make a decision? 3. Is this the cocoon stage? Am I developing and doing something to make my idea a reality? 4. Is this the birth stage? Am I sharing my completed idea? By asking yourself these questions, you will discover how butterfly is relating to you at this moment. When you understand where you are, the symbol can teach you what to do next to continue in the cycle of self-transformation. If you have found the position through which you are cycling, you will see the creativity of butterfly. Using the air or mental powers of this medicine is done with ease. As an example, you have been feeling exhausted and have asked how to heal your fatigue. Take notice of the colors you have been drawn to recently. Does your body feel better in green? Could this mean that you need to eat more green vegetables? This type of thinking is an inspiration from butterfly medicine. Butterfly can give clarity to your mental process, help you organize the project you are undertaking, and assist you in finding the next step for your personal life or career. The main message to be obtained from drawing the symbol is that you are ready to undergo some type of transformation. To discern what your next move is, use the butterfly spread. Contrary, if you have drawn butterfly reversed, your lesson is a simple one. There is a need for change in your life that you are not recognizing. This could be a possible need for freedom, for a vacation, or for a new job. You may believe that change is too difficult, and you may rule it out to preserve the comfort of old habits. But in ruling out any possibility of change, you are saying that the courage of butterfly has been lost. Why does butterfly represent courage? Because there is a totally different world outside the cocoon, where the known realities of the, here's this word again, chrysalis, chrysalis, S-A-L-I-S. Christless? Anyways, forgive me for that, ladies and gentlemen, because there is a totally different world outside the cocoon where the known realities of the Christless are no longer applicable. This new world demands that you use your newfound wings and fly. I love it. Shit, that was sounded like very relevant to me in my life. Hopefully it's helpful to you in your life. Peace, love. Let's all get along. All apologies, forgiveness. Man, swallow your pride. I'm going to have to. Straight up. I'm going to have to swallow some pride, and I don't want that pride anyways, because it fucks with me. But swallow your pride, do the right thing. 2 wrongs don't make a right, you feel me? You know, sometimes you got to be the bigger, better person and just break the cycle of something and fix it. Sometimes it takes somebody powerful and brave like you, ma'am or sir. Sometimes it takes you to break the cycle by just doing the bigger, better thing, forgiving someone or allowing somebody back into your life. You know, you don't know how hurt they were that they don't got you no more, or that you did not included them or whatever. Just give somebody the time of day, or give them a phone call, reach out. That one person that you're thinking about, like, you know, for me, I think right now, and I'm going to do this for y'all, I'm going to just go ahead and be so vulnerable or whatever, open. For me, I think that's my brother. I'm talking to my dad, and he's in the wheelchair now. It just fucking sucks. But I think it's my brother. Shouts out to my brother, Colin Doty. I love you, brother. And yeah, we don't even really have no funk, but there's always some dumb shit. If we have a heated moment, when us Doty boys get into it, we get into it. It's fuck you and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But we love each other. And I love you, brother. But I miss my brother, my point. That one person. So what I'm going to do when I get off this, I'm not even going to call him because he's still at work. I'm going to text him and say, hey, I love you, brother. And I encourage y'all to do the same. You got somebody out there that needed to hear that you love them, or, you know, check in with your fucking people, you know? All right? Because, like, when I said earlier, you know, people don't really get together in Grass Valley until there's another funeral. That's true. Let's not have that happen. Hey, you better participate in these barbecues I'm going to hopefully throw at Condon Park. We're going to start getting some stuff cracking off in the spring and the summertime, and just it's a way to be a community, you know, all of us getting along, from like the fucking streets to probation to the sheriff to everybody. Just like stop in and get a burger. Like, we all got to get along. We all live together. We're all Americans. We're all brothers and sisters, and we all got to live in the same place and get along. So let's just get along, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't no joke with me. You hearing Ryan talk a bunch of peace talk. I mean this shit on my soul. So don't think I'm playing with you for a second. Please learn something from my mistakes. Please make better choices. Please get along. Do it for the kids. Do it for your mom, your dad, your family. Make us proud. Make people proud of you instead of upset with you. Get some help if you need it. You know, say no to drugs. Lay off the drugs, dude. Get some help. Quit drinking. It's fucking nasty. It's bad for you. It turns you into a piece of shit. Soon as you drink it, you're a piece of shit. I don't care what you say. Not all. I mean, just, you know what I'm saying. Just people change their way of thinking and acting and treating people, and your vision, and you could cry. Just come on, do better with your life and your health and yourself. And man, what a hypocrite that I've been before, saying shit to people and then doing the same damn thing. And I apologize to people for that. But yeah, there's no other way for me than stay sober and fill my life with good, positive things for me and my kids. And that's it. That's all I can do. Focus on me and my kids. I created some kids. I got to focus on them. They're my responsibilities. Other than that, yo, ladies and gentlemen, you're not my responsibility. You know, change your own diaper, figure it out. If you need help, there's help. Reach out. All right? And keep your heads up. And have a great day. God bless you.